Hi, I'm Madeline. This is Yoga by Madeline. And today we're going to be walking through a classical sun salutation. A sun salutation basically just means saluting to the sun. And it's a little sequence that we do while pairing breath with movement. This will make more sense while we do it, but it's important to learn how to do sun salutations because they make up maybe not the majority, but they do make up a significant portion of a lot of Vinyasa classes. And a classical sun salutation is where we begin. It has some modified versions of what we'll see in other sun salutations, which I'll do in another video. So let's just get started, starting at the tops of our mats. Standing up here, look at our feet. We're going to make sure that they're parallel and about hip distance apart, drawing our hips back. Our belly button is going to be tucked in and up a little bit so that our core is engaged while our spine is long. Our shoulders are rolled back. And notice our feet here feel like they are planted to the ground. They're glued as if they're suction cups. And every little toe, think of them as a little tentacle just stuck there. Our palms are going to be wide open, as if we're giving a big high five. Hands are going to be parallel and facing the top of the mat. Shoulder blades down. And our gaze is forward and soft. Our neck is a long extension of our spine. And just breathe up the spine on inhale. And exhale, settle into the pose. One more inhale here, filling up the belly. And an exhale, let that belly button draw in. On the next inhale, sweep our hands up. We're going to keep them either parallel here. Eventually we might bring our palms together. But imagine you're holding a beach ball, and here continue to draw that belly button up. On the exhale, Swan Dive our hands down, just meaning flip our palms outward and begin to tilt at our hips as we bring our palms down. They're coming beside us. Continue to bend at the hips to protect the spine. And give a generous bend in those knees, falling down into a forward fold. Relax that neck. Give it a little shake, little nod. On the inhale, straighten our legs a little bit. Bring our hands to our shins, lengthen the back. And on the next exhale, bend the knees and plant our hands beside our feet. Now, stepping back our right foot and stepping back our left, keeping them about hip distance apart in a plank. We'll just stay here for just a moment, engaging that core, and exhale, drop the knees. Untuck the back toes. From here, we're going to lead with our chest or our heart while we guide our chin upwards and bend at the elbows. So bend at the elbows, drop our chest first and our chin. They can physically touch the ground, drawing those shoulder blades together. And on the inhale, slither forward like a cobra. Drop the hips, drop the belly button. Feel the tops of our feet press to the ground, our palms press to the ground, and our shoulder blades together as if we're holding a pencil. Inhale here. And on the exhale, push our hands back, coming onto our knees. From here, tucking our toes. Leading with the tailbone as we push back into downward facing dog. So that we can push our tailbones. Those might be up here, but focus on lengthening the back and framing our ears with our forearms. Might want to take a little bit of movement just to settle in. Now from here, let's lift our right leg high. And exhale as we draw our knee in. We're going to make our way towards stepping it between our hands. This might be a bit difficult to do, so if you'd like, you can always just come to your knees first, tense your fingertips, and then step your right foot through. Wherever you are, we're going to drop our left knee carefully, untuck the back toes, and on the inhale, sweep our hands down and up, bringing ourselves up into a low crescent lunge. Try to bring that thigh about parallel to the ground as we continue to lengthen in the spine. On the exhale, come forward, we're framing our foot once more, planting our hands down, tucking the left toes, pushing against our hand, lifting the knee, and stepping back into plank. Once more, drop our knees, untuck the toes, drop our chest and our chin to the ground. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, and on the inhale, cobra. Lengthen the spine. Keep those hands pressing, rooted through the belly button. And exhale, push ourselves back onto our knees, tucking our toes, getting that nice grip on our hands and on our toes before we push back, leading with the tailbone, long spine, into downward facing dog. Push back here. On the next inhale, lift our left leg high. And on the exhale, bend our knee, draw it forward. We're going to step our left foot through our hands. Drop our right knee, untuck the right toes, and engaging that front thigh. Lift up on the inhale, low crescent lunge. Keep those arms parallel like we're holding a beach ball. And exhale, frame our front foot once more. Pressing down firmly as we tuck our back right toes, lift the kneecap, step back into plank for just a moment, lift that bum up high, drop the knees, untuck the toes. Last time, we're going to bend at the elbows, leading with the chest to drop our chest first. Look forward so that our chin comes next. And on the inhale, slither forward like a cobra. Press those hands down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And exhale, push with the hands, leading back into tabletop before we tuck our toes and push back into downward facing dog once more. You might want to pedal it out. And we're going to come to stillness here for just 3 breaths. Recalibrate. Wherever you are, just breathe into it. Keep that spine long. Last breath. And at the bottom of your next exhale, gaze forward, bend those knees, and carefully walk up, one little step at a time, making our way between our hands once more into that halfway lift. And exhale our forward fold. Give our head a little nod here just to relax. Let those arms now hang heavy like a rag doll before we come up with bent knees, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Our chin is towards our chest. Arms are still relaxing here. Begin to roll those shoulder blades back, lifting our head, drawing those hips back, hands back down into Tadasana, or mountain pose. And just take another breath here. Inhale, giving that belly a full of air. And exhale. And coming back into a seat. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I'm Madeline. This is Yoga by Madeline. Namaste.